Last night, at a campaign event, my opponent tried to say the subsidies for these two deals out here, Chick-fil-A and Whataburger, were just like the subsidies at the hotel. Now, the beautiful thing about the hotel, the nice thing about for you to get those subsidies, you had to spend $12 million in taxpayer money. You know, because the government doesn't have money. So, to understand these subsidies, it didn't cost you a nickel, but it cost the developer everything. And I'll tell you something, it's all said and done, we never would have done those deals, ever. We'd have sold mainline printing, this building, and then we just let that acreage sit out there until either till Braxton Copley was out of Topeka or till the political climate changed. But knowing what we know now, look at this guy. What a better way. I think the only way I can make any money off this lot is charging that guy a toll. But you guys need to know that unless you're part of Go Topeka and the Chamber, there's no reason to come to Topeka. It's just not worth it. You could have, there's a word that I'd like to use right now, but I'm trying to act like the mayor. But maybe you guys need to hear that kind of language.
How you doing?
Hey, good morning. But to try to say that these subsidies that were given out of future tax rolls, out of the future taxes, are like the same subsidies at the hotel, that's the kind of untruth. And then you got old people, you got people in this crowd, well, we love that guy because he killed the Maverick deal. You know, the Maverick deal was good for everybody. It was good for that guy. You put the gas stations at the interstate. That's where you go put them. You put the restaurants and fast food out here on this side of the street, the boulevard, but you're not allowed to take into consideration the past. Now, they'll bring up my past at every whipstitch, at every turn. Oh, boy. But we can't even use the past of White Lakes being northeast Kansas, regional mall, and all the traffic put on the boulevard. We can't use that because Braxton Copley has a consulting agreement with Benish to the tune over the last several years, $3.4 million, because nobody wants to go to work for the city. If you guys don't smell the corruption of this town, you know something? You will deserve what you're going to end up getting with it unless we start making changes. I'll tell you one thing. If it were a strong mayor form of government, I'd fire Braxton Copley today. I'd start over. And we got to get started. We got to really start between now and the election. We got to start talking about the water department. Over the years, they siphoned so much money out of the water department for all these other silly projects. And that's why we're so far behind. You know, the smartest person we need here smarter than the city manager is the guy that runs the water department. A lot of responsibility drinking fresh water. I got more grief from the car dealer over here, Big John, but $1.5 million extra in road construction because the California consultant had some slick idea, because Braxton Copley isn't smart enough to use common sense because he doesn't know anything about construction. He's not an engineer. Hey, you know what's kind of funny is that, well, it's not funny at all, but dude lives in Florida. Braxton, you know, we need Florida to rub off on him as soon as he starts acting like a Floridian. But look, some guy, I'm not going to go talk to the guy till after the election. But look, some guy drives across this lot on all those homes to get to his backyard. Hey, Braxton, that's your job. Hey, get Banish to do a traffic study on that. Yeah, we should have just sat on the cash. You know, like I say, why wait to buy land? Buy land and wait. But we had these offers come in from Chick-fil-A and Whataburger, and the city put it to us. These guys bought this shopping center from the Macerich Company, the original Macerich Company, in 2001. They had to go through 2 bankruptcies of Gordman's and then Stage. We caught so much heat over the Wild Horse, who was sitting there month to month. The Bennigans, we had to live through Bennigans being vacant because of the shape of White Lakes. It's really it's a vicious circle. But this basically was community service. I'm live.